It's a beautiful day. The beaches are open, and people are having a wonderful time. Amity is a summer town. I don't think you appreciate the gut reaction people have to these things. You yell barracuda, you're racist, huh? You yell shark, we've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine.
Dun 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 dun. Jaws! What the? What's this? What's going on?
Excuse me, Tols-Troy.
Oh, hey, Bruce!
I believe I can take it from here.
Yeah, sure, you can take over.
Jaws is, after all, my movie. Picture this. Summer of 1974. Amity Island. A beautiful naked woman is taking a swim. And I, Bruce the Shark, enter Hollywood in one of the most horrific scenes ever put to screen that looked a little something like this. No, chop! Well, that's how it would have been if my mechanical properties didn't keep malfunctioning throughout the shoot. Fortunately, Spielberg was cleverly able to hide my failings with some clever cinematography, building the suspense throughout the movie as I munch on many another beachgoer. Soon enough, the mayor of Amity releases a task squad to capture me, and by capture, I of course mean kill with prejudice. Quint, Brody, and Hooper take to the ocean, my backyard, to take me down, firing harpoon barrels at me in an attempt to stop my reign of terror. Before long, everything comes to a head when I crack their boat in two, and then mince him alive. Unfortunately for me, my own appetite got the better of me, and I attempted to eat a scuba tank, which is then fired upon by, all of a sudden, Scout Sniper Brody, which then blows me to smithereens. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, Jaws the Anniversary returns.
Hello and welcome back to Spoilers. Back in the movies. I've just gotten out of Jaws, the 50th anniversary, and as you can see, there's nobody here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few things about the movie, how I was introduced to it, and we'll just go over a little bit of that. So I remember first hearing about Jaws when our dad was playing a thing called Microsoft Cinema 96, and it had an encyclopedia of like old movies and that sort of thing. And on there was several like little clips of movies. I remember one of them was A Nightmare on Elm Street. There was one of those A Miracle on 34th Street, like Singing in the Rain. And another one was Jaws, and they played it from the moment Roy Scheider puts down the barrel for chumming. And it goes all the way through to the bit where he goes, "You're going to need a bigger boat." But the thing that I remember the most with my brothers was when he turns around and says, "Come down and chum some of this shit." And we all lost it, and it's still one of my favourite scenes in the whole movies, or in the whole film, actually. And yeah, it was really fun to watch. And
slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, then we went out and rented the VHS copies of them, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I remember being absolutely terrified of them to the point where I begged Campbell not to ever watch them again, and that was it. We stopped watching them for a while until I think it was we saw a movie called Deep Blue Sea. I've referenced it on here before, and we thought we're going to watch Jaws again on DVD and watch it again, see how what we think of it again. And I love this movie. I really do. I think it's my favourite movie of all time. It's brilliantly shot and directed by first-timer Steven Spielberg. It wasn't his first movie, but you get the idea that a lot of things happened, and we won't go into the backstory of it, but it's really just a great movie to watch. And you know, if you want to scare a few people, like watching this in the cinema, I knew the scary scenes that were going to come from it, and there was a few that sort of went past people. I don't know if that people are used to it, but there was one scene with the head coming out of the boat with Ben Gardner, and that was I remember Dad telling me that when he went and saw it for the first time, and a group of girls next to him screamed, and the whole cinema screamed. It wasn't a full scream because I think people are seen it and desensitized by a lot of it, but there's a lot of people around me that went, oh shit, and like lost their stuff. And there was a few other moments where it was sort of the same, but it wasn't the same as when we went and saw Jurassic Park, but it was still, you know, the people were like, oh god. So that was great for me to see. That was really fun. What else can we talk about? Well, everybody knows the characters. Roy Scheider is Chief Brody. Robert Shaw is Quint, the silly old former World War II veteran who's got a issue with the sharks because he was on the Indianapolis, which, by the way, is my favourite part of the film by none. And we'll get to that in a minute. Richard Dreyfuss is Matt Hooper. We know Richard and Robert Shaw fought with each other all the time. You see the lights a bit different. We're trying out different lights, and I've got a light here, and these lights, it's a little bit hard to get an idea where the lighting is because usually we have it somewhere else, but it's just getting sidetracking. Mayor Vaughn is interesting character still on this big screen. Ellen Brady, all those ones. There's not really much I could say about these. The people don't already know. Everybody knows the characters. They're still really well done, portrayed, generally entertaining and engaging. Like, everybody's watching them. Every character who comes in and out, there's not a boring character. There's not one character you go, oh Jesus, I wish they killed this guy off, because all of them are just genuinely nice characters and enjoyable to watch. So I think the trio towards the end is what solidifies the movie to make it more fun. If it was like one that came out today, it would be totally boring and no one would give a crap. What else can we talk about? I have a theory on this movie, because it was, when it was edited together, there was a lot of things that happened where they were editing as they were going along, and I'm certain that at one point the ending hadn't been finalised when they were editing the movie together. And it's when I remember Dad as a kid. Well, I remember Dad said when we were kids, when Quint throws down the knife into the side of the orca, he goes, "Now, see that right there? That is why you put your things away, because you need it where you're going to be able to get it later." And I just remember watching it, going, "Huh?" Because when he slides into the shark, he's got his knife and he's stabbing the shark with it, and I never understood what that meant until years later, where we saw, I know the book, and I know the making of said the original ending is like Moby Dick, where Quint gets caught in the leg ropes of the barrels, and he gets pulled under and drowns, just like Moby Dick does. And I think that's what Dad was referencing to, and just, I don't think he picked up that we didn't know that's how it was, or I don't even remember any of that, but it was just like, yeah, that was weird. And I don't know, because that just seems like a really weird edit for somebody who won an Oscar on this film, Verna Fields, which is weird choice, but yeah, all right. The music, bloody hell, it's good on the big screen. It's like, it's just boom, 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 boom. It's just really gets the heart going. It's really fun to do. The second the sound comes in with the Universal logo, I was hooked straight away. If I hadn't seen the movie before, I was just, oh my god, this is so good. Anything else we're going to talk about? I don't think so. Like, the 50th anniversary, like, it's only in cinemas for a limited time, but if you haven't ever seen this movie, I recommend you give it a chance. Well, the second one is good. It's got Roy Scheider in it, and what's her name? Lorraine comes back. Hamilton is Hamilton, I can't remember. But as Ellen Brady, and Deputy Hendricks comes back too. And the kids are a lot older. And Martin Brady obviously has this PTSD of the first film, and he's just haunted by it. And the whole movie, he's trying to convince everybody, including Mayor Vaughn, that there is another shark, and they all don't believe him. It's sort of like the first one. Oh, that's right. It feels like there's more of a, and it's supposed to be in the first one too. And it just definitely feels like an edited out version. I'll go back for a sec. In this movie with Mayor Vaughn, he's trying to keep the beaches open for the tourism. It feels like they've edited the whole mob mafia thing out. Because in the book, there was supposed to be this thing where the mafia gives them money to keep the town open, and the way they get the money back. And the way they get the money back is to open up for tourism and all that, and that's how they pay them off every year. And when, obviously, that's Mayor Vaughan's reason for keeping the beaches open. Whereas in this, it's just a little bit weird. It doesn't seem right. It's just like he's just being selfish for whatever reason. But I don't know, because Steven Spielberg said he didn't want that part of the movie. And it seems the same with the second one, where this other asshole comes along and he just wants the beaches open and they don't want to do any of that stuff. So that's interesting. So Jaws 2, I really like, and it's got John Williams music in it. It's got pretty much all the thing. It's a solid sequel, and it sets up, well, it pretty much was the start, well, one of the first few films of the teenage slasher genres, and it was really cool to see that happen on water. There's some really good kills in it. The shark is just as good as this one, or yeah, just as good. It's not great because there's a few moments of crap when it just looks crap. Like there's a hydraulic pump in the mouth when it's going across the boat, whatever. 3, shit. I don't know why people hate the third one, the fourth one more than they like the third one. It's just weird for the third one because the gimmick was it's in 3D, and they don't even have like a shark. Apparently, it was just like this shark about this big, and it was just inserted in there in the shots later, and it doesn't seem real. It's at SeaWorld. It's got the 2 kids, but at this point Roy Scheider wanted nothing to do with the franchise anymore. Like, he didn't want to come back for the second one. There was this whole thing about that and everything. We won't go into that, but he made sure he wasn't available, and then he definitely made sure he wasn't available for Jaws of Revenge, which apparently he was going to get murdered by the shark at the start, but it turns out being Sean, the youngest son, gets his arm bitten off, and it's called Jaws of Revenge. So it's Ellen Brady and Michael Brady versus the shark with Michael Caine in it as a man who delivers laundry.
You're all the same. Complain. Oh, shit.
And yeah, it's not the worst movie I think I've ever seen in my life, but it's definitely one of the worst movies ever. But I don't know why this one gets such a hard rap when Jaws 3 is just as bad, if not worse. I don't know. I don't even think, because apparently there's supposed to be a trilogy: Jaws 2, Jaws of Revenge. The Universal don't even include Jaws 3 in that trilogy. So yeah. So one of the scenes I wanted to talk about, and we were running short for time for the what we later discovered in the video camera after filming for this spoilers, was there was not enough room in the memory card, so I decided to do that and go back home and finish off what I was doing. My favourite scene in the whole movie, if you said to me when I was a kid, which is my favourite scene in this whole film, originally was as we talked about earlier, the chump this shit scene, and then it was Smile, you son of a bitch.
Smile, you son of a...
Growing up and watching it again the best scene in the whole movie, I think most people will agree, is the Indianapolis speech. The whole scene is just like, even in the cinema watching it, you could hear a pin drop when Robert Shaw was giving the speech, which famously he gave the first time, and he was drunk, and he begged Spielberg on the phone to let him have another go at it. There was 3 versions of the scene. It was done like a really long 10 pages and was narrowed down to 3 by another writer, and then Robert Shaw said, I can't read this. It's famously been said in his son's play, The Shark is still not working, I think it is.
Let me tell you about the USS Indianapolis. It was 1945, Chief. Just left the island of Tinian. Lovely place, Chief.
Oh, for God's sake, I can't say this. It's duller than my tax return.
Do that, and the whole scene is just like, he just hooks you in the whole time. Like, he's telling the story. He's like, they didn't even list us overdue for a week. Right in, morning, Chief. Sharks come cruising. The whole scene is just like spine chilling, and everybody is just sucked in. Like, even the actors, I was just watching him going, wow, okay, this is insane. Best scene in the whole film. And what's interesting is recently they had the Jaws 50th anniversary on Martha's Vineyard, and there was a guy who's made the orca from scratch, and he's showing it around like inside the boat and everything. Everything's been reproduced or found again and made to look like the actual film. You sit there looking at it, you wonder how that scene was shot, just because it is so crammed together. Like, Spielberg must have been like this with the camera going, just filming each side. It was just insane to think about. But anyway, back to the review. I can't rate it because I reckon it's one of my favourite movies of all time. So if you get an opportunity to see it in the theatres, go see it in the theatres. It's definitely worth it. Just a little side note, sick and tired of having kids come in and talk through the whole movie and all that. But it looks like I'm running out of battery, so I'm going to see you later. Bye-bye.
Show